Yo, what's going on, guys? Footzeez here, coming back at you today with another video. But today we're going to be talking about what I believe is the most optimal settings you should be using for Pokemon Unite to get the best performance out of your Pokemon and just gameplay overall. So without any further ado, let's begin. Alright guys, before we get started with this video, just do me one quick solid and just hit that like and subscribe button. Make my day. But without any further ado, let's get into it. So first off, what you want to do is at the main menu, press X. Once you press X, you'll want to navigate all the way down to settings. Once you're in settings, we'll start off with controls. System settings are not really prominent in this situation right now. Like, the only thing in system settings you need to worry about is your frame rate. I highly recommend it's on high. It even tells you it's on to recommend to put it on high. So we'll just leave it at that. The more important things under your controls. So looking at your control settings right now, starting at the top, you have your opponent lock-on priority. So explaining these three options, these are personally preference in my opinion. And to quickly go over all of them, the reason why I have it on lowest percent is that, for example, two Pokemon, one with 100% HP remaining and the other with 80% remaining, you'll target the lower of the two Pokemon, which of course would be the 80%. Value is pretty much the same thing, just down to the individual number. So one Pokemon with 200 HP, other with 100, you'll target the lower Pokemon, which is the one with 100. It's honestly preference. And then to explain the closest lock-on priority real quick is the nearest enemy to you, no matter what their values or percent of their health actually is. So honestly, this option is a preference, so you can just go with your best gut on this, but personally I go with the percent. Moving down to the bulk of things, so right off the back, immediately I would definitely say switch to advanced controls. It's not a major jump, but it also is a major jump at the same time. The reason being is a must-have scheme. The scheme gives you two separate focus buttons. The A button will allow you to prioritize attacking an enemy team, while the B button will allow you to prioritize attacking wild Pokemon. Self-explanatory, lets you kind of split off the two, and it helps out greatly. Moving on to the automatic basic attacks. Definitely turn this off. Turning this setting off will allow you the ability to control when you need to attack. For example, this will allow you to last hit the wild Pokemon if you were put in a position in which you were fighting for control over a particular camp against the enemy. And it also lets you plan when to use your next empowered auto attack, also which can come in handy in tight situations as well. So definitely turn this off. Next up is the boosted attack gauge. This is playing on the sense of your empowered auto attack. So having boosted attack gauge turned on is another must-have in my opinion. This feature gives you an indicator right below your health bar to show when your next empowered auto attack is primed and ready. It will be indicated with a yellow bar to let you know when it is primed and ready to go and ready for you to just go ahead and shoot it out and get your next basic attack that's basically empowered. The lock-on icon. This is a godsend targeting wheel that allows you to pick and choose your targets manually in those chaotic team fights when you need to hard focus their support or their attacker or just whoever is the prime target at the time. Definitely turn this on. In pursuit, distance, and mode. Personally, I would turn this mode off due to the fact that basically this feature attempts to move you towards the enemies while ignoring all movement inputs. So it sort of functions as like a auto pathing feature that you can get put into some questionable situations, and that's a no-go in my book. So personally, I would just turn it off, and you really don't have to worry about the distance because once you turn it off, it just kind of automatically turns off the other feature. So definitely turn this off. It will help you in the long run. You'll see the difference, and you thank me later. Scoring controls. I would switch from holding a button down to just a single button press. This allows you to essentially just spam your scoring button and like a tighter situation, whereas holding a button down is much slower and does not allow you to spam if like you're interrupted in a situation, for example. So definitely switch this over to a press button. Camera follows moves. Enabling this grants you further range of vision on longer range moves. So your skill shots that require you to see a greater distance. For example, Venusaur Solar Beam. It's a long range attack. This will allow you to essentially pan the camera over so you can aim it full screen, and it's just a whole lot easier. So definitely turn this on if you can. Move aim follows movement direction. To simply put this, turn this feature on as well. If you're using a Pokemon that has a dash ability, for example, this will dash you in the direction you are moving instead of attempting to dash you in the direction of the closest enemy. So definitely have this on. Specifically, if you like playing Greninja, this is perfect. So definitely turn this on. Move aim snaps to nearby targets. Turning this feature off starts your targeting reticle in a more favorable position that can allow you for more quick second decisions. This definitely turn this off, so this will help you a lot in the long run. Moving on to minimap position. Personally, I feel like this is preference, whether or not you want it in the top left or the bottom right. But personally, I have it at the bottom right because it kind of sets it side by side with your skills and makes your travel distance with your eye a little less, like, it's quicker in my opinion, because it's right next to your skill on the right hand side, and then your Pokemon is in the middle. So it's kind of your travel distance in which you're looking at everything. It's a whole lot quicker than having to travel your eyes all the way to the top left of the screen, and you can gather your information a whole lot quicker. Moving on, move learning controls. I would leave this a single button because, of course, just a single button press to switch whatever move once you level up, what move you learn is just a whole lot easier than like a button combination, and it's easier to remember. So definitely leave this a single button. And moving on to camera sensitivity. Personally, I have it on high. This allows you to quickly pan around and just scope out the map. Knowing what's on the map, what's going on, is knowledge, and knowledge is power. So definitely turn all these up. Like, you can adjust it a little bit. If it's too fast for you, of course, tone it down a little bit. But being able to just travel the map to see what's going on, where the enemies are located, to give your teammates all this different information is definitely powerful. Definitely have this at least high enough for you to quickly pan around to gather information to allow your teammates to know. Lastly is the aim assist settings. Once again, this is preference, but personally, I turn it off. The reason I turn it off is, of course, aim assist, as you know, it's always been like controversial, but at the same time, this doesn't allow you to be 100% accurate. So I would turn it off so it'll allow you to properly aim your own skills and stuff yourself, so you can be more accurate than the computer is allowing you to be. And that's going to be it for today's video. If you all enjoyed it, also be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Take care.